Good afternoon, Anthony. Thank you for joining me today. Today is webinar number 3, your final webinar. Kind of excited about that to see how things are going. We can always do a little question and answer thing a little bit later, but today is going to be everything groups. Groups your way and contracted groups. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to go into the FunJet webpage. And we have two special, well, not special, but different types of groups options for you. If you go into your travel info, there's an area that says group travel, groups your way and contracted groups. I'm going to click on groups your way. So groups your way is you booking FIT reservations. It's a minimum of 5 rooms and you get a promotion code. That promotion code will go towards a discount for your customers, and depending on the property, you can get groups amenities as well. Not all hotels participate in our Groups Your Way program. We'll go through on how to view those hotels too. But it's basically you're making individual reservations, and you can just attach a code on there. Simple as that. It's pulling from normal inventory like you would with the airline or through the hotel. You don't have specific group contracted rates. So that's one of the negative things about it is you don't have specific rates that are locked in or specific space for airfare that's locked in. It's all going to be normal live inventory. But it is, the convenience part of it is you can start booking it. Let's say you have a family. You got one family that's booking, then a couple other people start booking too. Now you're up to 6 rooms. Well, what you can do is just request the code, add it on at a later date. They get a discount, they're happier, and plus it could actually give them some groups amenities for you too. So, just in this Groups Your Way page right here, you have an option to retrieve a group, request a promo, current offers, and FAQs. So what I'm going to do first is just kind of scroll down here a little bit more. So the promotion codes are going to be up to $225 per booking. Depending on the property, you can enjoy complimentary hotel stays. You can earn 1 free exclusive nonstop vacation air seat if you, excluding any taxes for every 20 adults. So that means the 21st is free. You can add your travel protection to this. You can set your own commission. That's another way too that you can also make some money, is if you have a Groups Your Way promo code and you have, let's say, 6 rooms. So you have 6 reservations. You can take that promotion, add it on there. You can add that commission back to the reservation. So you're getting additional commission, but then the customers are still benefiting by possibly getting some groups amenities. And also it's going to be the best available rate when booking schedule airfare, because you're going to be looking right at live inventory. And also, if it's a wedding, bride and groom will receive a free 2-night return anniversary stay based off of whatever hotel. So those are some of the benefits of the actual Groups Your Way. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to look at the bonus hotels. So when you're in this page, it says view our bonus hotels and offers. So I'm going to click on that, and it's going to pull up a PDF file. Well, not PDF, I should say an Excel file. Let's get that to pull. All right. So here is everything regarding the Groups Your Way and which hotels are offering what and if they participate. So at the top right, here's your discounts. So any hotel that's in this grid, you get this full discount. If it's not in this grid, that means they do not participate in this program, which means us over at FunJet are the ones giving the discount. So the promotion codes are a 50-50 split with the hotel. So if you have a $200 promotion code, 100 comes from us, 100 comes from the hotel. So if it's a property that doesn't participate in this, you're going to get that $100 discount from us. It's just the hotel's not going to give their $100, so it would just be $100 compared to $200. And here's how you can tell if one of those properties are here. You can look at the specific chain. You can look at the specific hotel. So if you, let's say you type in Ryu. Well, Ryu's in here. They have a ton of them. Which one would it be? So let's say Ryu Guanacaste. Let's have that update. Okay, so this is a participating hotel because it's in this grid. And here's the group's inclusion. 1 free adult for every 5th paid. So 6th is free. You get up to a maximum of 8 comps per group. You get a welcome drink. You get a $35 spa credit. Also, at the end, it'll tell you if this property is giving a 2-night anniversary stay for weddings. So this one, yes. It'll say Y for yes, N for no. For the bride and groom. For the bride and groom. They get that free additional 2 nights anniversary stay comp. So it wouldn't be for the whole wedding party, it's just for the bride and groom. Or I should say the lead group. So that's one of the properties. So every property is a little bit different. So let's see here. Let's go to Azul Beach. Let's see what theirs is. So everybody has a little bit different as far as their policies as far as the groups. All right, so this one, they have the 2-night anniversary stay, but they do not provide the amenities right away. So we'd have to wait for that promo code. So let's take a look here. Take a look at Barcelo, see what they offer. All right, so for this one, in order to get the comps, you need 10 rooms, but you can get the promo code after 5 rooms. And that's 1 free passenger for every 15th passenger paid. 1 free upgrade for every 15 rooms paid. You get a welcome drink, a group check-in, and group coordinator. And VIP amenity for the group leader. So as you can see, a lot of different things for a lot of different properties. And it's as easy as just making a reservation in Vax as you normally would. And just applying it, and it's just a promo code. No, go ahead. Well, they're still fresh in your head. You are getting ahead of yourself. That's going to be a contracted group. Yeah, so this is just basically you logging into Vax, making bookings as you normally would. You don't have to sign any type of agreement. You just start booking, and once you hit 5 rooms, request for these dates in the hotel. Request a code. Give your customers a little bit of a discount. You can add it back. You can pad your commission with it, and they can possibly get some inclusions. So I mean, it's nothing fancy. All it is a promo code. And then basically from there, you just let the hotel know, hey, here's these reservations that are attached with this code. Here you go. No. They're going to have to be relatively within the same booking, like travel dates. But you might have one family going 5 nights, one family going 4 nights. you can still do that. Same travel dates. Booking dates, not necessarily. You could book today 3 rooms. A month later, book another 3 rooms. But it will have to be within the same travel dates. And booking dates, it's not going to matter. It's more travel dates than anything. Travel dates and hotel. And to request a code, it's easy. When you just go into this page, just click on request a promo code here, or you click on the big yellow button and just select the group type. So this would be a flexible group, not a contracted group. And just put in the information and submit. It's as easy as that for a flexible group. And it's going to be the same thing with all the brands. Contracted groups, it's a little bit different. So I'm going to click on contracted groups. So contracted groups are the ones where you're going to request a quote. We're going to send you a quote based off of what we get from the hotel. It's a minimum of 10 rooms. And it's going to be rates that are locked in. So you're going to get a specific room block with specific rates, and specific air seats, possibly. So that is a little bit different. So once you request your quote from here, here's kind of what will come back to you. Here's a FunJet Vacations quote. So this one is for Dream Supply Harris. It'll tell you who it's prepared for and who prepared it. So just keep in mind whoever sent you the quote isn't necessarily going to be your service contact. Because we have different people that do different things within the groups department. You have one person that may prepare quotes. You have one person that may be the service side of things. You have one person that may be the comms. So just keep that in mind that they're going to have, once everything's signed, you're going to get assigned to a specific group pod. And they're going to be the ones that will handle any service issues that you would have regarding your quote. But here is what a quote will look like. So there's 4 room categories on this specific one. So this is for James Supply Harris. It tells you the departure date. It tells you the total passengers and total rooms. So this one is for a junior suite garden view. And let's just go for 4 nights. So no matter what, this room category, a single rates could be $1332.76. A double room will be $843, 26 person, and triple is $817, 63 person. If there is a child rate or a junior rate, it'll be quoted over here. So this one is $283.29 per night for anybody 3 through 11. 12 and older is basically considered an adult with this property. And so you can kind of see, based off of the number of nights, 3 nights, 4 nights, 5 nights, 6 nights, etc. You have different room categories. It'll tell you the different rates as well, if that's what you asked for. Is that making sense? Oh, okay. So you can request other properties as well. So Secrets and Dreams, sister and brother properties. So they're right next door to each other. So you might have people that have kids in there. They're going to have to go to Dreams, but the people that want to stay at Secrets, they'll stay at Secrets. Same thing. It'll give you the rate based off of the per night per person. So a single is $13.54 for this property, compared to, where was that one? $13.32. So now a bunch different. And those rates are locked in for you. Those aren't going to change unlike an FIT reservation or a Groups Your Way. Because those fluctuate based off of sales off hotels. It'll be based off of inventory as well. So this, you have X amount of rooms blocked off at this rate for you. Kind of how you were explaining with cruise lines. So those are the rates. I'm going to scroll down a little bit more. It'll tell you kind of the promotions as well. Here's your booking window. So this one was for 2015. They forgot to change over the date, but it'll tell you your booking window and your travel window. It'll tell you your group's information, your amenities. So this one right down here, 1 complimentary room for every 15 rooms paid. You get a max of 4 rooms comp. You get 1 complimentary room upgrade for every 10 rooms paid. Get a private check-in and a welcome cocktail. Get your own hospitality desk and so forth like that. And each hotel will be broken down with that, and also have their own specific fees. So I'm going to scroll down a little bit more to kind of show you where the attrition and cancellation fees would be. Okay, here it is. So here's deposit information. If you have 39 rooms or less, that's a total of $500. If you have our exclusive nonstop vacation flights or our charter flights with 39 rooms, it's $50 per person. The second deposit is going to be due 95 days prior to arrival. And the final payment is due 65 days prior to arrival. So a little bit different of a deposit rule than it would be for a normal reservation, or what it would be with a Groups Your Way. Because with Groups Your Way, you're going to have at least a minimum of, well, depending on the airfare that you choose. If it's land only, you'll have a 3-day hold, and then it's a $50 per person deposit. If it's scheduled airfare, depending on if you have the travel protection, you might have a lower deposit. You might have to pay the airfare in full the next following day, but everything's due at 45 days prior with a standard reservation or a Groups Your Way reservation. So it'll tell you your deposit information. It'll tell you the cancellation policy as well. So if it's a holiday season, it's typically going to be 100% non-refundable. High season is 75%, mid-season is 50%, low season is 50%. So this is going to be based off of whatever the hotel advises what the cancellation fees are. It will tell you based off of, it says adult brand right here and family brand here. So adult brand would be adults only hotel. So like a Secrets, or a family brand like a Dreams. It'll tell you what their holiday, what they consider holiday season, high season, mid season, low season. And then it'll also tell you kind of how the cancellation fees would stack up. So everything's going to be based off of room nights reduced. So on this one, let's say there's 12 rooms staying for 4 nights traveling the 20th of February through the 23rd at Dreams. So that's 48 room nights. Your group reduction is at 60 days, which is 16 room nights. And let's say it's 10 deluxe rooms at $270 a night and 6 junior suites at $310 per night. 25% allowable room night reduction, so that's 12 room nights. Remaining room nights penalized, which is 4 room nights. 4 room nights in penalty at $270 is $1,080. Times 75% is $810 total penalty. So it'll kind of give you an example as well how the actual penalties are calculated. But any questions on that, your group pod member will be able to answer that for you. So all the information will be in your actual folders. Let's say they choose it. Here's going to be your contract. Don't worry about this. This says Apple Vacations. It would say Funjet Vacations if it was Funjet and just maybe yellow instead of blue. So here is your payment schedule. So this particular one was September 12th. Here's the amount that was due. And then it said the final payment was the 28th of May. That was the remaining balance. Everything else is going to be basically in here. It's just going to tell you your room block and have your rates in here and everything like that. I'm not going to get too much into it, but this is the one that you would actually sign and send back to them. But it's We're not going to go over everything in there. It kind of goes over some terms and conditions and stuff like that. But that would be something you'd read and send back. Yeah.
And I think it's different than what I show on my FTP report, but my FTP report is whatever Hannah said. I never got the email from Lindsay, so I don't know what she's questioning. But I sent an email to Hannah on the 7th. Yeah, and I said, can I have a breakdown of all deposit? She's questioning her 1099, and she wrote that on the 7th and said, I'm not going to listen to that. So have you heard from Sue after?
Mm-hmm.
If I sent you a list of all of the reservations that I, and I never, did she say if it's over? Which one is it?
Mm-hmm.
That's probably my SMU. So Lindsay should never have received that anyway. So I guess I want to know what Lindsay's question.
No, it won't be.
Because if Rapid Pay is $700 more, then charge it. Yeah.
Yes. That I would agree with. Just
Right. So I'm sure we're wrong. I'm sure we're less. Fine. Okay. Yeah, and I just wanted to.
you can do that. Yes. The one thing that I would always keep in mind is remember that option. Could be based off of availability, so you're not going to be able to get a set room block. And it could the hotels can change the promotion, so it could go higher, it could go lower. Yeah, that could be it. It could be also the way that they contract it with the hotel too. There could be several different things that are associated with that. I mean, it's not something we'll really be able to tell you, just because we're not going to take accountability and hold space on a room if we're not even sure that people are going to book it, because then possibly we can be out that cost. Because that would require you're probably going to have to sign some type of contract for it, saying, "I will give you 100 rooms at X amount for this," but if you don't sell it, you could be under penalty. So I think as on our side that'd probably be just a risk factor that they wouldn't want to take for it. But I know what you're referring to.
Right? I'm like, 10 years behind. So, have any insight if you want
That's a no, no. That's going to be something kind of a little bit different. It sounds like those are the ones that are just basically travel agencies that probably have something separate through a hotel directly for the group contract, not through an actual wholesaler. They probably work with the hotel directly for something like that, for that space. Yeah, and we actually have kind of a bunch of enhancements coming up with our contracted groups too. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of show you what the dashboard looks like. So every time you sign a contract and get a group, you're going to get your own dashboard. It's kind of different. So I'm going to pull up my group ID. And when you're in there, it just says retrieve group. So you can pull it up by group ID or reservation number. So here's your hotel details. It tells you your group ID up here, the name of the group up here, and your departure dates for your group. It'll tell you who your service agent is down here. Sorry, didn't mean to click on everything. And also when the final payment is due, and also when the attrition and cancellation penalties begin. So here's your reservations. We have something called a parent reservation and then child reservations. A parent reservation is going to be your payment reservation. A child reservation is going to be your individual groups reservations that you make. So here's your payment reservation. I'm going to click on that. Because here's kind of something that's pretty neat that not many companies have the technology to do. As you see, there's nothing on here besides just money. This is the reservation that you can make and start putting payment towards your group. Because down the road, once you start making individual child reservations, you're going to be able to yourself on Vax move those funds from this reservation to those individual reservations. So you might have people that want to say, you know what, I want to put $150 towards the bride and the groom. So you would go in here and you can start putting $150 in however many times you need, and then move those funds over to your bride and groom's reservation if you choose to. If at any time you're on a reservation and you want to get back to your dashboard, just click over here. This is where your promotion code would be. So click on the name of the group. And it'll take you back to your dashboard. So here's our examples. Here's all these reservations that we have booked for these groups. They're obviously fake, but it'll tell you your reservation number, the names, the type of group. So this one is contracted group, flight and hotel, departure, return date, total paid, and the gross amount that's due. You can export all this as well to Excel if you choose to, and get more information down the road that'll have a little bit more details for you if you choose to. It's kind of like when you retrieve reservations. You'll be able to kind of scroll over and filter everything out more if you choose to. you can book your individual group's reservations right from this page. You don't have to go anywhere. So you just pick your package type, whether it's contracted air and hotel or if it's hotel only. It automatically has your destination. Just put in your number of nights. So let's say this one wants to go 4. And you hit search. And it'll pull from your inventory that you have. And you can just book it straight from here. And then you would just proceed to book and go that route if you choose to. So let me get back over here to our dashboard. We are coming up with some enhancements as well, to where we are going to be adding 3 nights pre and 3 nights post automatically to your group's dates. They're going to be FIT reservations, but at your contracted group rate. So if you have customers that want to go before, but technically your group doesn't start in this case till the 7th, you're going to be able to book these customers starting on the 4th of December. We're also going to be allowing travel agents to book things that are not in inventory anymore, so on a request basis. And it'll look like the normal select button, but it'll say on request, and then you'll get an automated email that'll be sent over to you saying the room is not in inventory. We'll work with hotel, get an additional contract as a group space for you. And also adding airfare to a land-only reservation. So right now, this is the only technology we have with groups that doesn't apply to FIT reservations or anything, that you're going to be able to actually add scheduled airfare to your reservation without actually having to call in or things like that. Those are going to be down the road. Those are probably going to start being active in the next couple of weeks. So, do you kind of understand the reservations part of it? Okay. So let's go over to inventory. So everything is based off of room nights. It's pretty self-explanatory. So on just like for an example, this one is December 7th. We have 5 rooms available. We sold 3 of those room nights. We have 2 nights available. So forth. Down the road, it'll tell you your total amount of room nights that you have, how many you sold, and how many are available. If you have contracted group airfare, it'll be over here as well. So the inventory is kind of pretty standard to see how many nights you have available left. Commissions, just going to tell you your commission amount. I'm not going to get too much into there. Now we're going to get into the payment transfer. So this is where you have your payment reservation and you have all your money on it. Let's say you have $3,000 on there. And now you want to start giving money up to your reservations. Okay, well, let's say 500 wants to go over here. Just put in your $500 that you want to move from this reservation. You'd hit continue. I don't have funds, so I can't get any further than here. See, and it'll say minus $500. And then you would hit submit. So you can start moving funds from your reservations over here if you choose to. Some people will just go into here and pay it. Some people will just pay it on this reservation, your payment reservation, and then move the funds themselves to where they want it to go. So that's kind of a neat feature that you can do on your own and not actually have to call in for. FIT reservations, you would not be able to do that yourself, only with groups. So that is the payment transfer. It's pretty self-explanatory because you're just putting in the amount that you actually want to go wherever. Anytime you want to get to a specific reservation, remember, it's underlined. You can click on it. It'll take you to that reservation. So like I clicked on a reservation number, and it pulls up my reservation for, this one was for Ann and Thomas Ott. We just kind of made some big bookings for this. And then again, if I want, I can go back to my dashboard by clicking on the group name. So that is kind of how the dashboard works. Again, there's going to be those 3 enhancements that are going to be coming out. I think we're going to be announcing them within the next week or so. But that's just kind of more things for you guys to be able to do on your own without actually having to waste your time and get a hold of groups and reach out to groups to help you out. There are going to be some times where you have to, yes, and that'll be all discussed when we announce the new enhancements that are going to be live. So that's the dashboard. Do you have any questions on that? Mm-hmm. And so we try to make it as easy as possible for you guys. So that is what I have for you today. That was basically the information on the group, so I don't have anything else. Do you have any questions? Mm-hmm. Yeah, and this is going to be one of the biggest ways for you to actually earn money. This and also the Groups Your Way, because like with Groups Your Way, that discount that's taken off, you can add back as a service fee, as an agency fee. But the customers are going to get extra benefits too. And same thing with your group comps, where you can take your comps, add it back as an agency fee, and you can still give your customers some if you choose to. That's not for me to decide. But that's an additional way to make more money. So mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, and depending on the hotel, you might be able to do that with a contract to group too, because you have specific dates that you have to have your deposits and stuff by. Otherwise, it will just probably go away. But I wouldn't recommend posting deposit on reservations that you don't know that people are going to book, because even if you fall below those 10 rooms, there typically what will happen is you'll be able to keep your contracted group rate. That's not a problem. It's the amenities that'll go away. The hotel will just basically say, "Okay, no longer a group, not get the amenities, you can keep your rate." So, I mean, there's a lot of different ways that you can actually probably market both of these to customers to try to get more sales coming in. You just got to find a creative way to do it. So, yeah, that's it. I mean, we've done the 3 webinars. All we really have to do is kind of go over kind of what your scorecard will look like, and that I'll send you something over probably later on this afternoon, just kind of setting up a quick 20-minute conversation next Tuesday. I would do it this week. It's just I'm going to be I'll be out of the office a lot because I'm going to be traveling to Orlando for a training. And what was that? That's fine. Whatever day. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, next weekend. Typically, yes. I mean, what I'll do is I'll just shoot you an email. Send me over what times you have free next week. It's just 20 minutes, nothing long. It's not going to be like a recorded training or anything. It's just a brief conversation. But from here, what I'll do is I'll go ahead, I'll stop the recording, I'll finish that up, and I'll send it over to you. And I'll shoot you over an email shortly to kind of get that set up, and then basically you're done. I'm still here for you if you ever need it, so feel free to reach out. But as far as trainings go, you're all set. You can still reach out to me. That's not a problem. You can reach out to Penny as well if you choose to. You sure can. Good.